seeing how pilot assist does in traffic. Whoa, what is that? Of course, it's not going to avoid anything. It doesn't say that it'll avoid anything. In fact, it tells you it can suddenly just drop off at a moment's notice. It'll just stop without warning. That's not necessarily a good thing. And if I've found that already on side roads, if there are cars sticking out over the lines and all these little things, it's not really going to do anything to avoid it. It's really just a lane keeping device, in my opinion. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Is this just a lane keeping adaptive cruise control system? Let me know your thoughts. And it only has one camera in the front, as far as I know, just one camera. And it says it can't be used on very curvy roads or things that have up and down hills like this thing over here. Let's see how this handles all this. It's a little bit of a stab at the brakes. Overall, pretty smooth. This truck stopped. I had to do something. I wish I could put something on here that would silence that system. It should start up here in a second. Oh, it made me tap the accelerator. Now, I've had it done stop before where it started right up, but we didn't wait for too long. But it definitely wants to make sure we're here. It's definitely prompting us, and considering I have all this experience with Tesla Autopilot, these prompts are a lot harder to defeat. That's for sure. Tesla is going for the, full self-driving. That's what they call it. Even though it's maybe only a level 3. And this one doesn't even do quite level 3, I don't think. But apparently on the Polestar 3 that's coming out soon, it will do level 3. That's what I am told anyway. See, it's again a prompt. Got to tap the accelerator to get it going. I don't know how it's going to handle these cars merging in. This is very challenging to say the least. Whoa, whoa, oh my gosh, whoa. Okay, well, I got to give it a little gas or acceleration there to keep from that person over there running into them. Yeah, I'm having to do a little bit of pushing the accelerator here. But this is pretty heavy traffic, as you can see. And we already know that it won't turn. If I am to hit the signal here to change lanes, it'll unlock the lane keep part where it won't keep me centered. It'll let me drift over. And then, but I have to do the steering. It doesn't have any side cameras that I know of, and I don't think it's going to get any side cameras. Not in this Polestar 2 anyway. Maybe the Polestar 3 will have something like that. If you guys know what's going to happen in the Polestar 3, let me know, please, in the comments. Yeah, it definitely feels like it put the parking brake on. Now that car's moving, we're not moving, it's not even asking me to prompt. Actually, the steering wheel is off now. See how it gives you 3 different symbols? And one of which is the steering wheel. It's not yellow anymore. It's probably gonna ask me, it'll notice, I think, that the car has moved in front of me, and it'll probably ask me for input. Look at all that traffic, oh my gosh. Yep, so I had to do that. And it wasn't until that car really took a leap forward that it told me to go ahead and tap the accelerator. Are you still there, basically? Well, so forget the lane changing in traffic, but we're just trying to see how it behaves in traffic with that merging back there. Stop and go. I have to tap on the accelerator. I didn't even wait for it. I didn't even wait for it to prompt me because the car behind me is gonna start honking at me if I waited that long. You can see the time it takes for that prompt to appear. This is nice, I'd say, just for a lack of fatigue. It's really fatigue reducing. I don't really have to do anything. I'm just monitoring and watching. Like I said, I wouldn't even call it level 3, maybe level 2, maybe. Just keep tugging on the wheel. It's a tug just like Tesla autopilot. There's no sensor other than resistance on the rim. You can't just keep your hands on it. You've got to tug it. You actually tug the rim. So I've got to tug to make it go away. Hopefully this is helping to give you a feel of what it's like using the system, especially in heavy traffic. But it's not much different normally. But this is basically the extent of the whole system, like I said, because the lane changing is not really lane changing. It just unlocks you and you got to do it. And the only thing you didn't see was it restarting from a stop, but it'll do it only if it stops momentarily. It's the only time it'll restart from the stop. It's very short. I'm curious if it knows. See the light? No, it's not gonna stop. I'm gonna floor it. Oh my gosh. It's not watching for lights, so it doesn't have that either. The newer Tesla system watches for lights. So that's a negative here on this one too. Not watching for any traffic lights. Let me bump it up. Only by 5 mile/hour increments does it bump up. Good job of anticipating the braking. Whoa, we are really hitting the brakes. And so many disclaimers on here. Sometimes it'll suddenly shut off, it won't brake in time, etc., etc. Now it's accelerating very slowly. It's almost like, hey, whenever you need it the most, it may not be here. It's basically what it says in the literature, that when you look this up on the POLESTAR site. I need to hang something from the wheel or something. Good modulation of the brake pedal here. Hear those micro switches in the accelerator pedal as it's modulating. That's when you really hear them. I did a video on that. Something you notice, I don't see that in Tesla either. There's just, as you're light on the accelerator, you know, kind of feathering it back and forth, you hear these micro switches clicking. I'm not seeing the indicator here on the side mirror telling me that people are in my blind spot. I don't know, maybe it's because the car's not moving, but it would be helpful to know that. We're gonna get honked at here if I don't push on the accelerator again, I think. Let's see. See, on the Tesla, they would keep the constant distance here. No, I gotta tap. Again, I tapped it before. I'm letting it, before it warned me, I'm letting it do this by itself, accelerating, but you can see how slow it is. I wish it was faster. I wish it kind of kept better constant distance between the car in front of me and me. On the wheel again. And that is the last traffic light, so we're through the heaviest traffic. Now we'll get to see how it does just like on a limited access highway, which is basically what this is. We're gonna have a bunch of cars merging into. We'll see how it handles that. I've got it set at 60 and a 50. You can see that's the setting, and the yellow below the white. And it does read the speed limits very well. Here's where we're gonna get the merging traffic. See how we do. It's not too tight here, not like the other one. And it's doing just fine, modulating the brake pedal, or actually just letting off the accelerator. It almost gives me unlimited times into the red. You see how the red lights up? It's when I'm really not. It's after the orange. It's yellow, then orange. Gives you a warning, then red is the double bad warning, and it doesn't seem to lock you out after 3 strikes like Tesla does. So Tesla is more strict in that regard. See, it's on red again. Tesla's more strict in that regard, but that's the only area that's more strict in. I did another video where I showed what happens if you let it go too long in the red and how it shuts off if you just ignore it when it's in the red. You can watch that. But see, even though it goes in the red, I can bring it back. It's like there's no limit on the number of times in the red. While we're traveling, I'm gonna put in my destination. I gotta go to the Toyota dealer and ask them about my Tacoma. I got Tacoma issues. It's not going to exit me off this road because this is limited access now. I'm just here just to show you what it's like, but it will not change lanes or get me off the road or anything like that, like the Tesla system does. See, it looks like about as many red areas as I can handle, as long as I stop it before it stays in the red for too long. That's it. Bye.